Case here. I'm making this video particularly to help my own guild, but also if anyone else sees it and it's helpful to you, happy to be of help. I'm basically just re-relaying information that has already been re-relayed by other content providers. I'm trying to give it an easy to digest format. So this is for the Zeffo mission. This is for the special mission, and this is going to be using Cere and Jedi Cal because it's a bit more reliable, it's easier to attain. So I have pretty minimal relics. I have relic 7 on each of them, and we're going to go into what the modding is and why it matters. So for Cere, you just want a lot of defense, a lot of health. We're talking like, I don't know, shoot for over 90,000 health probably, and you want to shoot for around 250 speed, give or take, right? Like 240 to 260, all fine. And you want to shoot for around, over 70% armor as you can. The closer to 75%, the better. But really, as long as it's over 70%, you should be okay, and just get as close as you can to those kinds of numbers and balance it out. Best way I've found on an R7 Cere is 2 defense sets, 1 health set, and you want 4 health primaries. And you can see I don't even have a fast health primary on this arrow, right? So that's, probably not ideal. She could be even faster if I could slice that up. But then in your secondaries, you're just looking for defense and health, and that's how you're getting those kinds of numbers, right? Like you get this is obviously a very cushy secondary that I have, which makes up for sort of the lack of second defense set, but you get the idea. And so that's one. And then on Cal, and I feel like the most important thing is like many people have Cere modded slowly, but sorry, this is regular Cal. We don't care about him. For Jedi Cal, where is he? Here he is. For Jedi Cal, I took, oh my gosh, I can't even remember who it was now. The YouTuber who's bald with a mustache. He's got great stuff. He's got so many good videos, very helpful, very digestible format. Um, can't remember his name. I'll put it in the comment. But anyways, he suggested using a potency build on Jedi Cal, bringing up the fact that his lots of his moves actually do some potency things, right? Like adding ability block and stagger and force influence, and also there was something else. Speed down or something. One of these things applies speed down as well. And so, um, is it this one? Mm, I don't know. Don't remember. Doesn't matter. Point is that one of them applies speed down, right? And so the point is he actually does apply some useful debuffs like a stun, speed down, and that other thing that Kyle Katarn has. And so in his modding, you really want to focus on speed so he can rotate through his turns. So you get him as close to 300 as you can. And keep in mind, you're balancing all these goals. So you're balancing speed, you're balancing armor, and you're balancing potency. And the best way to do that probably is 2 defense sets, 1 potency set, potency cross. You're looking at health primaries and all the others. And so actually it's 4 stats really. It's health as close to 100,000 as you can, speed as close to 300 as you can, potency, really you want to try and get it as close to like 90% as you can. 75% is the best I could do with my mods. I didn't have any really clutch potency secondaries where I needed them, so it's the best I could do. And armor, you really want as much armor as you can. 66% is pretty decent. So that's what you're looking at. You can see the kind of secondaries. You can see this doesn't really have any favorable secondaries, this triangle. Maybe I'd be better off using a different one. but then I think I'd be slow. I think I didn't have any great ones. Yeah, so I don't really have any good secondaries on, like this one would probably be good, but yeah, I would need to slice it way up. And or maybe this one would be great if I sliced it way up and calibrated it and invested a ton, but work with what you got. So that's the modding. And then from there, we're going to go into the strategy, and it's pretty simple. The main thing is to make sure you go into wave two with all your moves, and uh, we'll make sure IPD doesn't blow you up if you can avoid it. So here we go. We're going to jump right in and let's get going. Now remember, it's worth remodding. It's going to make it a lot easier. So we get started here and we go into our stance. Okay, now we're safe. Now we're just going to keep rotating. And we already used windmill defense, so we're going to rotate back to whirlwind slam, get that armor shred, and now we're going to go after the armor shred guy with all of our hits and try and hit the other guy with our insta kill when we get it. So you're stuck there, and then you want to switch back again, and you're just switching your stances, right? Like that's the name of the game here. And then you can clear. Well, you can just do tenacity up really. And then you can get the taunt off of IPD that way. And then here's your big move, Impetuous Assault. The first time it's used, instantly defeat. So now that you have it, kill the one with no armor shred. There you go, he's dead. And then you're back at it. Keep working him down. You can stay in this stance for a little bit, and then you just want to make sure that that move is up when you have a chance. So there you go. IPD is kind of a little trigger happy there, but that's okay. Um, and you're really just trying to whittle him down. Get into that next wave with all your specials. So now you're into the next wave, and you don't want to use that because that would do nothing right now. You don't want to use your special. So you just keep that tenacity up, get that buff down. You can swap into your good stance. And I guess you can start targeting the Purge Trooper a little because that's who you're going to have to kill. And you're going to try and insta kill Second Sister. And then in the meantime, you can keep using those specials, get that buff off of IPD. Then you swap the specials. Oh, see, I probably should have used that on the other guy, but I got the stun off, so it's okay. That's still good. And then you want to swap again. And really, I probably should be targeting the little droid guy, or whatever he is, trooper guy. But that's okay. And I would just keep using the special right now, or the basic on Cere, because her special hasn't stacked up enough to do a lot of damage. So you'd really be kind of wasting it. And now you have Impetuous Assault that can kill him. So you want to take out Second Sister right away. And I still don't think that's going to do enough damage, that big hit from Cere. So you keep building up. Get back into your protective stance. There you go. You can try it now. It's been a while. It might work. Pretty close, but not quite. However, it's okay because you're on the home stretch and it's an easy victory from here. You're just staying safe, doing damage. I mean, probably I should go back into this stance, but the thing is, you don't want to trigger the IPD retribution either. But I mean, that's very straightforward. That's how that battle goes. It's worth remodding. You can see I got that stun on Second Sister, which was really helpful earlier. And I don't think it really matters whether you're chipping away at the Trooper or Second Sister to start with. I know I put Armor Shred on Second Sister, but it really doesn't matter. Um, it just shouldn't matter. It's not an important thing. It's probably even better to try and stun the Second Sister anyway. So that's how you do it. It's worth remodding. Remodding is the hardest part of the battle, and after that, it's not that hard. So just remod, make the set, make the mod set, and you'll be good to go. If you haven't made a mod set, here's the best way to do it. You go to your characters, you go characters, you find the character you're looking for, right? So you're like, okay, let me find Jedi Cal. Here he is. And you click your mods, and then whatever mods you start with, you want to assign loadout, and then you can click create loadout from, and then that'll give you the mods that you started with, right? And then you go back and then you build the mod set you want, you switch all these mods, you save them, and then you do it again and you go assign loadout and create loadout from, and then rename it, right? Like I named my new one Zeffo Jedi Cal, and the original was just regular Jedi Cal, right? So the Zeffo is what I have on now. See, loadout already equipped. Then after the mission, you can go back to your regular mods, and then you can piece together the others. And since you're only changing like maximum 12 mods, you can probably just go back and fix those, right? So you put his regular mods back, okay, and you can see it's a huge difference. His regular mods, he was slower. He did. I have more offense on him, but my armor is way lower, and my potency is also way lower, right? So it's good that I switched mods. It was important to do. So just switch your mods, and then you can put them right back, just like that, right? And so then, and I'll show you through this whole process to just show how easy it is. And then you put them back on Cere. And so you go to Cere, assign loadout, regular Cere. Look at that. See, I keep a slow Cere, which, maybe is not ideal. I don't know even. I did that originally for a different strategy with the other cow, but that's what she has, and I'm fine with her keeping those for a while since everything else is everywhere else. And she does kind of like stack damage a little when she goes slow in regular fights, but whatever. The point is, she got way more turns by having nearly 250 speed versus only about 170 speed, right? And so it's just that's just way better. It's very important. Even though the health was the same, even though the armor was the same, that extra speed, that was extra turns, which meant you kept tenacity up, you kept the heal thing that she has going. It was just better. But then you confirm, you put those mods back, and then the quick way to fix everything else, you go to the mod view, and then you make sure you select all characters, and then you sort by, that's this second tab, sort by empty mod slots. And then boom, you can see these are all the characters that you borrowed those mods from. And it shouldn't be too difficult to remember which ones go where based on that, right? Like you can piece that back together pretty clearly. And so you just go in one by one and put all their mods back, right? So like you're working with those sets, and then you can like unassign mods, and then they'll all be right there, and you just have to remember which ones go where, right? And so that's how you do it. Put them all back, and then you're back to where you started. So that's the name of the game. Um, and I encourage everyone to do this remod. Please do. Our guild needs it, and if you're someone else watching this, your guild probably needs it too. Getting to Zeffo means a lot more rewards. Cheers. Good luck.